Hello, everybody. Welcome to Alpha Trading Card Games. Time for another Banlist prediction because we know that by the end of August, we're getting a Banlist. Konami confirmed that since we're not getting one before the EU and NAWCQ season, we're getting one by the end of August. And I feel like it's going to be a good one. So our predictions are going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot of them. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of banned cards and a lot of cards going to one, and also quite a few coming back from the ban list. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Moving on from hitting a rogue deck, let's hit some meta deck, shall we? I believe Flamberge. Flamberge should be banned. It's such an unfair card. It can make you like reuse all your generic links and extra deck stuff by putting them in the spell trap zone, then summoning them again on your opponent's turn. It summons two when it goes to grave. It's like, who came up with this? Since we're hitting decks that have been annoying and have been doing the same thing for a while, we're also hitting branded, but not actually branded. We're just hitting the Papa Lock. So we're banning Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Banning the Gimme Papa Nightmare itself doesn't actually do anything, since you can give your opponent like Eidos or DD Orthos or just lock them in so many different ways. This card is a problem like Expulsion was, and then this came out and it just kept being the same problem. Now, for some generic stuff, I believe Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal, should be banned. It's a real shame for Burning Abyss, but like I believe Farfai and the other like 3 people that still play Burning Abyss are gonna be okay, considering how their deck hasn't been that good in years anyway, and also since Beatrice is used generically everywhere else a lot more effectively. Yeah, Beatrice has to go with the Phoenix engine around and all that. It's a bit too much. More generic hits would be Appaloosa, Bow of the Goddess. I believe it's time for Appaloosa to go. It got it reprinted. Everyone can get it in the shiny rarity they wanted it, so they can put it in their binders with the band cards and have it there. You know, have Appaloosa next to like Gumblar and all the other busted links, because it is a busted link. And the last monster we're hoping or we're seeing to be banned today is a Hot Red Dragon Arfin King Calamity. An extremely unfair card that makes Centurion very unfun, because it's you can see it in Master Duel is banned, and also in OCG. Like the only format that the Hot Red Dragon Arfin Calamity still exists is the TCG, and it's not. It just stops your opponent from using anything. So why keep that? Why? I thought you want people to play this game, not stare at the opponent while their opponent plays the game, right? As I said, this is going to be a big ban list, so moving on is going to be some more hits, some more bans. We're not out of the ban section yet, so we're hitting original Sinful Spoil Snake Eye, a very, very strong spell that basically cuts down your access to Snake Eye Ash from, what is it now, like 12, 15 if you count Poplars, to drawing it, which is the way it's supposed to be. So that means like 1 to the Diabell start can get you to Snake Eye Ash. They can get you to all other like engines that have Sinful Spoils in them, but not to Snake Eye Ash. We don't like that card. Yeah, and for some more generic trap flat kit hits, is going to be banning Anti-Spell and Dimensional Barrier. Dimensional Barrier is a really annoying card that's been around since 2017. Anti-Spell has been around for way longer than that, but it's now limited, which, to be fair, that's good. It's not a 3, but the game you draw Anti-Spell, it's a game you win pretty much at all times. So why have that? Why have that like sack of, oh, I just drew Anti-Spell, the one up from my side deck, I guess I win, you know? Now, after massacring so many things and banning a lot of the problems that this game has, let's move on to a limited, where we keep hitting things and also we bring some nice things back. First, we're limiting Snake Eye Ash. I really hate Snake Eye. It's been a very long format since Snake Eye Ash came out, and also the Poplar afterwards. I think it's time to go, and honestly, that's fine. You know, it has its run. It's been a tier 1, tier 0 deck for like 6 months now. It can go now. I know this is the 3rd hit to Snake Eye this list, but I think it needs it. Yeah. We're also hitting some other decks that have been pretty meta relevant. So we're gonna put Spirit of Yubel and Dark Beckoning Beast 1. I know. This is a side hit to like an unfair drive-by in a way to Phantom, the Sacred Beast, the decks that a lot of people like play. It's a pretty fun deck. You get to Fallen Paradise draw too. But I think it has to go. It's either Dark Beckoning Beast or Opening of the Spirit Gates. So I think hitting the 0 attack Fiend Banster that's searchable by Nightmare Throne as well is probably the best hit for it. Some more hits to decks that are not just Snake Eye. We also have Sanking Summoning to 1, the most annoying field spell they could come up with for going second deck. It's a really good card. It does everything you need it to and more. It searches, it blocks your opponent from doing stuff, it even doubles Dragon, so you can do even more damage if you need to, maybe after Prosperity or through monsters. So yeah. And also Runic tip to 1. I do not like hitting Runic. I feel like Runic without the stun variants can be a really fun engine in so many nice and combo and balanced decks, like Runic Sprite and Runic Whitewoods, as we saw recently, be pretty good. But I feel like there needs to be some kind of hit to Runic, otherwise just stun variants will rise on top of everything else. And the last floodgate we're hitting to 1, because this is what Konami usually does for floodgates. Simple 1 first and then maybe ban them if there's still a problem, is Skill Drain. Putting Skill Drain to 1. Everyone's been citing Skill Drain. Skill Drain is a problem. I don't know how else to say it at this point. So yeah. Now for some cards that we're bringing back from banned, I think we should start with Heavy Storm. We have Harpy's Feather Duster. We have so much removal anyway. We have Lightning Storms. We have Cosmetics that are being played more than Lightning Storm mostly. And I feel like Heavy Storm can come back like at 1, having it with Harpies. We need as much back removal in general as we could, since the good back row decks are the ones that actually like use interaction a lot and not just rely on floodgates, and we need all floodgate removal, like Cosmics and mass back row removal in general. Also, we're bringing back a fan favorite, Zodiac Dryden, maybe for the 3rd time, I believe. It's just coming back, and then maybe we'll not, and then it will return to the ban list. I don't know. I feel like we should try it again. We should try Dryden to 1 once again, see if it's still a problem. I doubt it, but you never know with Zodiac, right? And another card returning, 2 cards returning really that should probably go together is because they have been errata'd. One would be Summon Sorceress. It's an interesting card with errata. I feel like it could be played in some decks, maybe something like Dragon Link, if it can still do enough on its own without the Baron and Savage and all that, or maybe like some generic like Link spam deck that has a lot of the same type. I feel like it's an interesting card. And also Plushfire, Performance Plushfire, it's coming back because there's support for it, and you already got an errata that makes it once per turn. I don't think the errata was needed, but we got it, so might as well. On to the semi-limits, the usually least important part of a ban list. The Malicious's house, it used to be, but now he moved out. He went to the Unlimit. We're not seeing him on this list anymore. It's really sad. Anyway, semi-limits. So we have Charvara to 2. I don't think you'll be able to play 2 even if it came back, and I feel like Enchain really needs the boost. Other than I don't even think this was worth getting to 1 anyway. It was like between the release of the Snake Eyes Full Power and Fire King structure deck, and it really does not need to hit Charvara. Same with the Pearly hit that we're also reverting. Magispector Kirin, I think it can be at 2, it can be at 3, it can be at 5. I don't think it will do that much. Usually when I play 1 to search it, and maybe Magispector deserves a little boost, you know? Lunalight Tiger at 2, it's been years. Bring back Tiger. A rank 4 spam deck will not really be doing that much, right? Prove me wrong, actually. Bring it back and we'll see. So, and also at 2, we need all the Dragon Rulers. We need Tempest, Blaster, Tidal, Redox, all of them to 2, and then eventually to 3. And we're going to have Dragon Rulers at full power. And I don't think they'll be doing much, but it'd probably be fun. It'd be a nice deck to try at locals and all that. So we do need it back, yes. And on to the Unlimits. We have Pearly Sleeping Memory at 3. I don't know why this was not at 3 for so long. It needs to be back at 3. 3 Pankratops. We miss Pankratops. It's not even as good as Fenrir apparently anymore, so it only works going second. It's a really good card, don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's needed at 3. Make going second even stronger, and I don't think it would. It's worth running in the decks that already want to go second as much, because like I don't think Tenpai really needs Pank, because usually needs the battle phase, so can remove 2 cards. Pank, I mean, and Tenpai needs the battle phase to kill. So it's more like for beatdown kind of going second decks, although it does have a really good pair with Evenly. So you summon it, attack Appaloosa or something, then its effect pop something else, and then Evenly the rest. It's pretty good stuff. But Omni Negates are not that prevalent anymore, so I feel like Pankratops will bring an interesting shift to the meta. And also 3 Armageddonite, it came to 2 last place. It's not an FTK anymore. You can't just normal Armageddonite and then Dark World FTK your opponent like it's 2018. So yeah, I don't think it coming back will make that much of a difference. No one's playing Value Turbo, so I think it should be fine. And that's pretty much it for our Banlist prediction. It's a long one, as I said, but I feel like a really big list is needed to make the format better and make the game much healthier than it is right now, which is not in the greatest spot, if I'm being honest. And yeah, let me know if there's anything we missed, anything you think we should be hitting harder or hitting less, I guess. And yeah, leave a comment down, leave a like, and subscribe. Thank you. See you.